What you say, Shimmy? Which cards? Oh yeah, yeah. That drop card is really nasty, but that's like a strong going first, and that's if they don't like lightning storm or out your back road. Then that card would be really terrifying. Exactly. Especially Eldritch. Eldritch would just regurgitate straight out of the graveyard. But I will be doing a lot of deck breakdown videos on my Patreon and the best hand traps to use against each of those decks, as well as even generic ways, even if you don't have hand traps, to slow those decks straight down and potentially run them into the ground. Exactly. And that's just only one. I show you a couple other tricks. And they lifesavers as well. someone round 2 of what? Oh. I've seen someone actually round 3 outlets. I was like, wow. Usually you only need 2. But if you want to play 3, like I always tell players, card choices during deck construction are player preference. So, you know, play whatever works for you. Oh, wow. What a hand. It's my turn. I would have gone with 2 being more optional, because you really want to see more of your outlet spell and trap cards, especially the traps, and then you could always regurgitate a second copy, because the spell gets the outlet straight from the deck to the field, so it isn't an issue getting him to say, alright, you need to have 3. And then the trap also special summons him from the deck, so that's why I say 2, because you have so many, you have 2, I think it's about 2 or 3 different effects through the outlet spells and traps that you can acquire him from the deck, so you don't need to run as many to clog your opening hand. That's just my reasoning. If someone wants to play 3, you know, that's fine, that's on them. 3 is feasible. If you don't want to play 3 and you want to cut it down and use something a bit more optional in the third one's place to either gain a greater advantage, like Heart of Demise, so you can get more of the spell and traps. It doesn't matter if the Golden Lord goes to the graveyard, because he can bring himself back by sending a spell or trap from your side of the field to the graveyard. So you may want a little bit more draw utility to be able to, you know, extend your plays or get more spells and traps on board. Hey, what do you say, Magic Gaming? Yeah, I saw that. Well, how to put it? Magic Gaming, if you take a look at the number of followers that Team Sam has, imagine if only half of them, you know, asking them for help or tips and stuff like that. That can become overwhelming when you're not used to being able to deal with those number of individuals, or not even being able to get to all of them. But like, to say how to create such good decks, it just comes down to what card combinations and strategy that you want to use. Like, for example, I have 3 different Raid Raptor decks. One just to turbo the Raid Raptor Exceed monsters. This version that I'm playing right here, this can go into Kali Yuga, but it cannot make as many negates as the version that I would play when I reach into the Platinum tier, which can handle a lot of combinations that the meta can regurgitate. So it just depends on your card combinations that you want to execute, and then how well your deck is actually able to function getting them out turn 1 or turn 2. it's just about card pairing. When you understand which cards you want to see or be paired together, you try to increase your odds at either seeing them or acquiring them from your deck to your hand so you can combo off. For example, in the Gautier Quasar deck, right, I would always try to see if I can pair Chunk Synchron with Doppel Warrior, meaning that I'd be using cards like Reinforcements of the Army and Toning, trying to acquire them from my deck to my hand so that I can combo off, because I know once those two cards go off, it's irrelevant after that. Those two cards, even without chain summoning, is an automatic Quasar just off those two. Automatic Quasar, draw 3 or 4. Let me double check. By the times I go Liberian, make the formula. Yeah, that's gonna be at least a draw 2 off of those two cards. So it's just card pairing in terms of synergy. What you say, Watcher? Yeah. Like I say, it is be hard because you want to get your point and thoughts across to your audience, and so trying to be interactive with the audience isn't always easy for everybody. Finding cards with synergy with each other isn't even that hard. It's like, okay, Chunk Synchron, right? Chunk Synchron, you can only revive level 2 or lower monsters. That's its effect. So every monster that's level 2 or lower fits Chunk Synchron's effect requirement. So you go Chunk Synchron is Debris Dragon. Once a monster has 500 or less attack, he can revive it. So every monster with 500 or less attack, once it's in the graveyard, and it doesn't say cannot be special summoned except by Debris Dragon, should be able to revive it. So that's an easy hack a 5 Brax and then you combo off. That's just how simple it is. It's just knowing the monster's effect and everything that falls within that monster's effect category. Basically, the way that an effect functions, cards that would gain or benefit, like Thunder Dragons, for instance, they love being banished as well as being sent to the graveyard. So they have dual functionality in being sent to the graveyard or being banished. Like it doesn't matter to them. So you can use effects like Necroface that banish cards from your deck, and if they get catch in the process, it doesn't hurt you. It brings you a plus. So like you just want to make sure that you're capitalizing off of those effects. So it's just card pairing. A card that says, hey, I want to be banished, or a card that says I want to be sent to the graveyard. You can use more milling effects or more monster spell or trap effects that does milling to compensate for that monster's effect. So something that your opponent would look, okay, the two of us have to mill 5 cards, right? They may not get effects for their cards when they hit the grave. Like let's say you're playing, they were playing Black Wings. If 5 of their Black Wings go straight to the graveyard, there is no real effect that's going to be threatening to your side of the field if 5 Black Wings go to the graveyard during your turn. Whereas you may have at least one monster that hits the grave, it can get you a +1, and that right there is where you what you call synergy, because now you didn't have access to that card in your hand, but you did some milling, you thinning out your deck, and you got a +1. And that right there is very powerful, because when you thinning out your deck, you also increase your odds of drawing the exact card you need if it hasn't gotten milled. And if you're doing like a milling type strategy, most of the time you're gonna put cards in your deck that you just want to hit the graveyard, similar to how what's it called, Infernoids work, where they just go Reasoning or they go Monster Gate, and they just, because they have to special summon themselves, they cannot be normal summon or set, they just mill a lot of themselves or of their archetype, and then just start special summoning off, being able to do some really nasty things on board, especially the level, I think it's 9 and 10, or is it 10 or 11? Anyway, yeah, destroying all monsters when they come, or destroying the entire back row, stuff like that. So it's just trying to get the most out of that effect. Everything that falls in line with that effect, like I said with Junk Synchron, all level 2 and lower monsters falls within this category. Debris Dragon, in terms of revival, all monsters with 500 or less attack falls within this category. So that is one way you can, manipulate or use card effects to your advantage. So something like Debris Dragon and Tuning Way Up comboed with something like Infernal Reckless Summon or Machine Duplication, and then you can just like synchro to your heart's content, because like if you go Debris and Tuning Wear, if you get 2 more Tuning Wear, you can make anywhere from a level, well, you can only make a Dragon Synchro with Debris, but you can make anywhere from a level, that's 5, anywhere from a Synchro 7 straight to a Synchro 9. Let me see, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, up to a Synchro 9 one shot plus draw 3 cards. You see? So it's just card pairing. Anything that falls within line of that card's effect would be called synergy. So it's just being able to read and understand the effect and what it does, whether it banishes or not, sends to the graveyard or not, and then cards that fall within that line, you can pair it with that. That's how you create synergy. And then it just goes from there. With that synergy, are you getting an additional monster body on board, or is there going to be a +1, or is it going to be like a recycle effect? Because you have so many different effects. Just because you have synergy doesn't mean that it's going to get you an extension on board to continue comboing off. That is what you want to look for. Those cards, they're going to get you those extension on board to summon more monsters, to regurgitate more effects, probably to go into something like, so use your draw 4, put 3 back, and anything that was dead, unbrick your hand, stuff like that. You want to make sure that you get those extension plays more versus, say gaining 1,000 life points, because it's irrelevant. You gain 1,000 life points and Exodia still kills you. That's irrelevant. You want to go into things that are going to be disruptive and that can potentially slow your opponent down from effectively getting to their end game. So go more along the extension route, because what happens is if your opponent does disrupt you and you can extend past that play, it allows you to keep playing Yu-Gi-Oh! But if you get stopped like an Ash or an Imperm and it stopped one of your extension effects, and you have another effect to get another monster body on board, or extend even further, or summon something even further, or go into something like with Galaxy Eyes, like they have like 2 free rank up players off air, just being able to go into full armor and then go into Cypher Blade, and you're not playing no additional cards for that. So I go into full armor, my opponent plays Imperm, then I just go into Cypher Blade, and then my opponent has to use another effect. Now the only thing I did was rank up free off of my extra deck. Stuff like that. You want to be able to push through plays and apply real pressure to your opponent. So you always want to go on those extension plays that are going to cost your opponent. Go like -1, like I said, like going full armor and then Cypher Blade. Popping cards on my opponent's side of the field is a -1 from my opponent, and that gives me the advantage, or begins to give me some sort of advantage outplaying my opponent card wise. That is what you want to aim for. You don't really want to go, like I said, gaining 1,000 life points and Exodia lurking in the background. No, apply the pressure, force your opponent to have to set an Exodia piece so that they don't get OTK'd, and cause the duel to have to extend beyond the point that your opponent's deck isn't willing to travel. Carry your opponent's, don't carry it, drag your opponent's deck into the deep and then drown it, sink it. Make sure that never sees the light of day again. That is the objective when you duel, especially if you're dueling individuals on your level or higher. You want to make sure that you can carry their deck out into the deep, and that you can swim out in the deep. You don't want to go out in the deep and drown with them, but you want to make sure that you apply as much pressure in terms of extension plays and creating disruptions as much as possible. And that's how you're going to stay effective and be relevant playing Yu-Gi-Oh! No matter what tier you're in. But playing those who are on your level or higher, you want to make sure you drag their deck out into the deep and then drown it. OTKing is always the best way. Do not give your opponent another turn to play Yu-Gi-Oh, or you could find yourself in an uncomfortable position you do not want to be in. Oh, well, thanks for taking the time out to put rank aside just to watch. Yeah, no problem, Magic Gaming. Don't just push them to the edge of the sea. Drown them. Take them into deep waters they are not willing to travel. Not every deck can swim with sharks. You just keep it simple, like especially if you're using like level 4 decks. You have a decent amount of level 4 generic extenders that you can use to make a lot of the generic rank 4, so it isn't really that hard, especially if you're playing something like Utopia, or even if you're doing like over 100 numbers. Like a lot of the level 4s that are generic that can just like special summon, but you want to make sure within those effects that they actually provide an effect that would force your opponent to do something, like to try to disrupt you. When your opponent does, like I said, via their hand traps, what ends up happening is for every hand trap they play, that's one less combo piece they have, and then you can go from there trying to take advantage card wise. You just want to be able to push through their players and still put up at least one negate. So if they played like 3 or 4 disruptions, that means they only have 1 to 2 cards to play, and if you drop a disruption on or a neg on board, that means that's a -1 from them for a play that you can actually negate or stop, and that's what you really want to aim for. It really doesn't matter. The only thing you can do, like I say, you have no control over the first 5 cards you pick up. You just want to play whatever hand you get. Right now I shouldn't even be playing this because how everyone got demoted in ranked. You are going to see a lot of the platinum tier decks in gold going back up to platinum. I should really be playing the Raptor deck that I played to get the platinum one, but I still just have a really, I just really like playing more rank up magics when it comes to Raid Raptors. Alright, so a real downhill duel. Mind you, I did build a Raid Raptor deck for the festival, and then like when the festival started, I did 2 duels with Raid Raptors, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna take advantage of the can't link, can't synchro, can't fuse restriction that they placed in, and just outsmart my opponent and just make it really difficult. So but I did do 2 duels during the Exceed Festival with Raid Raptors. I'll be uploading my Exceed Festival deck duels tomorrow for you guys, so you can see some of the ridiculousness that I was doing during the festival. Oh, if bricks run rampant in your deck, you have to do some ratio editing. Oh wow. And Appaloosa is an issue. Wow, that's 24 after that. That gets negged. Aye. Wow, okay, let's try this then. See if we can somehow manage to play through. First you gotta bait a couple of Appaloosa's effect, get a weaker, and then force it to hit the grave. Yeah, I saw some Dogmatica cards, you know, but when I read, wow. Alright, we won't be baiting anything out. Oh boy. Let's see how good my math is now. That should carry me to 57, 67, 75. That is not sexy at all. Let's see if we could actually survive the following turn. Yeah, using the Numeron engine, yes, that really is. Yeah, and the Solemn, If I was playing the Raid Raptor deck that I should have been playing, getting Solemn just now wouldn't have been an issue because it has tons of generic extenders. It would have just been which effect you would have wanted to negate, and I just would have keep pushing. Waiting to see right now. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Well, it depends on what part of rank you summon them, whether it was, you know, gold or platinum. It really only counts if it's platinum, because like gold you can get away with a lot. Oh, okay. I made Zark deck that summons out 3 in 1 turn. Well, 3 Zarks in 1 turn. Which search engine you don't understand exactly? Morgan, if you save the video via the game's application or ability to save, once you make it, you go on it and make it public, and once you send me your player ID number, I would be able to view it. When I view it, I can then record your video, and then I can, if I so desire to, upload it on my channel. Alright, let's change this. We're gonna go back to what got us to where we were in the first place. Change that. Magic Gaming, what are you clueless about exactly? Should be this one. Bread and butter. Bread and butter. Go first or die trying. Basically, an engine is just what runs the deck. Wow! What a hunt. That. Basically, an engine is just what runs the deck in terms of its ability to actually function and combo off. So, like, depending on what engine you're using to combo off with, some engines you get more utility, some engines you get to thinning out your deck more and do numerous different things. Not really to say. Discard one card from my hand. Wow. What in the world my opponent's up to? That's not. I think I saw something up with amazement. Yeah, different engines you can use to combo off and do different things, stuff like that. Oh, my opponent's playing danger. Exactly, Watcher. All about the combos and the interaction with the cards. That's why what I was talking about synergy earlier. Once you understand synergy and Yu-Gi-Oh, it makes it that much easier to deck build and combo off. Wow, cheating game? What the hell is this? I remember when they said that to me. Oh man, that deck at the time that my opponent was playing, I couldn't comprehend because I don't know what in the world they're even trying to prove. It was like someone sent them on a mission to do the impossible. Easy shot out is a mill deck. They get their effects from being sent to the graveyard. So effects that send cards to the graveyard, that's what you want to incorporate in terms of shot outs. Or that can utilize them for an effect and you gain their secondary effect. That's all. Wow. My opponent wants to do a bunch of nastiness. Let's do that. Wow. Yeah, I think it's a trap. Oh, that trap is nasty. It's simple, it's just where the effect triggers. Like I told you with Thunder Dragons, it says whether in the graveyard or banished, its effect trigger. It triggers, so it's just wherever, like, some monsters need to be on board to trigger their effect. So you know they prefer more field presence. Whereas you'd have monsters in the graveyard, like Phantom Knights and Burn Abyss, who effects trigger when they hit the grave. You know they love the grave. And like I tell you, Thunder Dragons, graveyard or banishment, and they go off still. So it's just where the effect triggers, and that determines how much it loves a certain place. Dark Magician in the grave or in the hand, either. When you're playing Dark Magician, it's just you always want to have access to Dark Magician. Oh crap, I forgot chicken game was in play. I could actually use that to draw one. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Not necessarily gaming. The engine just runs the deck in terms of its speed, cutting down the deck and getting board presence. That's what the engine does. It just gets the deck going. This again, wow. Oh wow. Something like that. It's not like you have somewhat of an idea. But remember, it all depends on the monsters that you have at your disposal to be able to summon out of your extra deck. And you make sure that you have main deck monsters that can get you to those monsters in your extra deck. Oh, that's duels. Not just what triggers a combo, because remember now, you can have cards in the deck that can combo off, but has no real substantial meaning to like relevancy of the engine in the deck. It's just a nice 2-card combo to do something to annoy the opponent or something like that. Oh boy, Adamantipator. What's this effect? Excavate the top 5 cards, special summon a rock. Wow. This can get really, really annoying. Shut that down. Yeah. And there's the block dragon. Dino replay. Not sure. I'll have to double check. All right. Say 1 hour later. Not that I'm aware of. It's the same game modes. Alright. Oh. Sexy in the blue pajamas. Let's start off by doing. Oh no. Aye. Alright. Alright. Give or take a few. That ain't there yet. Let's do that. Alright. Easy, because he didn't know what the hell I was playing, and I started off by using the trap as a special summon, which is Phantom Knights. You don't want Phantom Knights to go off. So if the trap goes off and I get any single Phantom Knight monster on board, then that could be potentially disastrous. So yeah. Alright, let's try this out. We're gonna start off with a little bit of this. Hot sauce special. I wonder if we could force him to negate again. That's what we talking about. Can't let effects like that go through. You don't want a Borrow Salvage dropped on his head. That's really powerful right there. Let's see. Should have something in here for that. There should be. Oh, there we go. Bad boy in a pair of jeans. There we go. Bye, Appaloosa. Hey, what you say, AFV? No, not yet. After that really beautiful start he had. I can tell you it's just simply outplaying the opponent, and that's why I try to tell you guys, you have to ensure that the cards you're utilizing in your deck can keep your opponents guessing, because if your opponent, and this goes for anybody, if they don't know your end game, that can cause a mistiming on a neg or a disruption that didn't need to be played, and then they get played out of their advantage. Yeah, it's all about the knowing. See, I know my deck. my opponent doesn't. So setting the trap first, and I'm saying Phantom Knights. Phantom Knights is a scary deck to have to duel against, because you can, if you watched the Awesome Duels video that I think that's episode 16 that I uploaded today, you guys would have seen the log that they created. You do not want to get dropped on your head. You would be at a real disadvantage, and you would have to really play your cards as best as you could, because you get locked with a special summon and they can board wipe. It's unaffected, so it has an ultimate Falcon effect. Can't be destroyed by battle is the first effect, and yeah. So you see Phantom Knights, you really want to stop anything going on with Phantom Knights, but not knowing that the rest of the cards that has synergy in the deck with it, you know. But yeah, that's what you want. You want to keep your end game a secret and cause your opponent to misplay, and then you can capitalize from there. Oh boy, these are like some of the worst hands I've picked up thus far. Exactly. So if my opponent doesn't know, then using one or two cards from different archetypes can cause them to misplay, incorporate it inside the deck. Like in that last duel when I triggered Rocket's effect, I don't have Borrow Load Savage in this deck, but my opponent doesn't know that. So if they see that goes off and I can synchro into him, then you know that's going to be at least a 1 negate that's getting dropped on their head, as potentially even more than, because his attack does go up more than, you know, a 3k beat up. That's what you don't want. So my opponent's gonna have to respond, thus lowering the Appaloosa's attack and then taking advantage from there. What the hell is going on? If we control no monster special, summon this card tribute. You can, hold on, which effect did he activate? This card can be treated as 2 tributes for a Time Lord. You contribute this card to add a Time Lord from your deck to your hand. You can vanish. Wow, you're trying to do too much. That's not and say we did. What do you mean cheaters in this game? AFV, the archetype Phantom Knights, check it out. So if I played no other cards and I triggered the first card as a Phantom Knight, you can then assume that I'm playing Phantom Knights. But if I played a different card, then you'd have an idea that it's more combo based. If you check out what Phantom Knights can do, then you would understand why he negated. Oh wow. Let's draw. That hurts. I don't think I ran into any of that, but that's crazy. Oh, he wants to do that. Wow, nastiness. That might be a PC thing, Shimmy. That might be a PC thing. Because I know with PC there have been some reports on some things, so it might be a PC thing. Oh wow, something in there? Oh yeah, wow. They are remotely annoying. Set. We're really gonna have to do something about those. Yeah, I know but lefty and righty. I know but those. Yeah, I would have to write it down. Wait till I'm done with the duel. When I go on the screen, when you type it in, I'll put it in so that I can add you. Oh, it's just a generic level 4 extender. I'll explain later. Not sure. Time Thief is one of the best generic level 4 out there. Like, he's really good. All right. We can go that route. Check him out being extra. What's even in here? Hold on. His effect is until your opponent's okay. So we can do that. Wow. Alright, let's see. No, I wouldn't be able to make him. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's tough. That really is. We'll pass. Dang. Come back to me. Oh boy, this guy again. These have been the worst horrible hands I've had to duel with. This is baffling to me. Like I've literally never had it this bad with this deck. Wow. Okay, my timer is running, but it wouldn't allow me to... Oh, pressing the wrong button. Alright, that explains it. The only thing we can hope for now is whoever picks up the next effect to win most likely wins this duel. Alright, now let's see, what can we do? No, I'm not playing either of those. I usually only play the Konami official Yu-Gi-Ohs. Those other applications, no. Mm. Where is it? No, that's interesting. I wonder if I could pull that off. Let's see. If I go that to that. To that. Because then I could do that. But I would have to pop that. He did send everything back to my deck, so that was like a reset. Alright. Boy, I'm going to be cutting this one really, really close. It been that time long time ago. We just getting there. Boy, somewhere in the background, taking a break. I guess because the point in reference came on my side, so when you really think about the how to put it, terminologies that I use, like it sparked then. Let's go 4 Strix. Okay, we could always mill. Oh no, we're gonna. Yeah, we could mill that. Because we have that already. Yeah. Let's get him. Okay, so far so good. Send him. Of course, we're gonna need some time thief action up in here. He has all of that. Okay. One, two, three. I can bring that, I can do that, and I can extend to that. Alright. Let's go here. Yeah. Okay, I still haven't used that yet, and I haven't used that yet. Alright, so we go here. Gonna go here. Then we're gonna go. Oh, that royal decree way too late. Okay, since he revealed his face down. Let's make sure he can't stop us from killing him this turn. We're gonna make sure of that. Let's go you. Since he likes playing Royal Decree so much. That saved me from actually having to pop the face down. Now we could actually aim the OTK. Yep, we all just did. I don't know why you wouldn't play it. If you can make him, play him. No, we're not done yet. Now that we cut off our opponent's oxygen supply, we're just gonna slowly choke them to death. The grave. Get back out here. Wow, a real 13 turn comeback, eh? Heart battle. Oh boy. See why you need better face downs? Royal Decree isn't going to get you very far unless you're scared of the skill drain. That's about it. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Their style of play, it's even more strategic, and like in terms of how the decks interact, opponent versus like the protagonist or antagonist. Like it's really good. Like the sequence in the duels, like it really is. Everything cool, crazy. 2 cards face down. Oh boy. Alright, let's keep it simple. No need to run off with all the extension plays and you don't know what your opponent's playing yet. Let's see if we can get him to flip one of those, and then once we have a excellent... Oh, Taurus, see that? See why you don't just run off and make a bunch of combo plays? We cool. We cool. Go ahead. He spent all that time with Yusaku, so he should be able to. On top of that, he's Ignis. being able to create whatever card you want on a whim, that's on par with a Tem, considering that all his cards are blanked. No, I don't have an Exodia deck as yet. Yeah, I know. I started to state that earlier when I was reading the effects for Dogmatica. Like, they want nothing to do with the extra deck. So that kind of sucks. But it's like really good if you already utilize your extra deck and it's like your opponent goes off and you need like a disruption or something like that. Well, we have an excellent idea that our opponent's playing some sort of Eldritch build. Yeah, I know. The fusion level 4, that's really good when you need to pop cards on your opponent's side of the board. Alright. What's this? Okay. Let's see now. I guess they just want the space in their extra deck for something else to combo off with, I would assume. Oh wow. Alright, that was uncalled for. Alright. It depends on the situation. It honestly does. I would actually say sphere mode over the Nibiru. Nibiru, like your opponent has to be comboing off, and you have to have that Nibiru in hand at that point in time. Whereas if you don't have sphere mode and you like top deck it, you can still utilize it if your opponent has 3 or more monsters in play. So I would go with the sphere mode over the Nibiru in terms of having it and then drawing into it, than if your opponent combos off and like you top deck the Nibiru and then it's too late, like Nibiru's useless at that point. So it's just situational. But you do want to have that Nibiru to stop combo decks from going off, so that you don't get completely locked out of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! This effect. That's a lot. Careful about that. Let's go. Like I say, it's just really situational. Knowing that majority of the decks now are more combo based, you can go Nibiru over sphere mode, because you don't want your opponent to have a really good setup and then like you can't even sphere mode them because they only have 2 monsters on board. But combo wise, like you just want to make sure that you can hold the opponent off. So when they do go off, like, and they spend their hand, Nibiru causes them to commit, and once they commit, then it's usually like GG, because then you can just Nibiru and just take advantage at that point. Okay. Oh boy. All it is, like, I don't know why people are so afraid of Super Poly so much. Like, just make sure that when you make your end board, that it isn't super polyable. That's all it is. I don't know why players fear it so much. Now, if you're playing like a dark archetype, then you want to keep just one dark monster on board, because 2 or more equals you getting super poly. All right. Me too. He's just another generic level 4 extender, that's it. Because like I told you, the more disruptions your opponent does, like they're gonna try to limit you on field in terms of field presence. So usually, like if you go 2 level 4s, your opponent try to pop one to keep you from exceed summoning, and then you just pop, just throw them in the mix, and then he just makes up where they tried to keep you from comboing off. Okay, that's what we need to do. We need to get that far at least, so we can do that. Oh, and the Moxie is in play. Thing is, I have to take the challenge. I have to. He's just gonna have to show me that he can outplay me at this point. I haven't done that yet. Hold on, how many in the grave? 1. Just 1. Oh, that won't go there. I don't even need it to go there though. I would need him. Alright, we can go with that. I have to take the challenge again. No, I don't take the challenge, I most likely lose on the following turn. We just need to play this right. That's that, and we can regurgitate that. Okay. I'm just making sure I have enough combo pieces to keep going. Considering that he's playing Eldritch, he's probably playing a lot of traps. Annoying ones at that too. In the grave. Well, Shimmy, I already home, so I gotta go big. See, what I told you about those disruptions on the extension plays. Always make sure you have an extender. Hit! The level 4 that I would have added, I can now special summon from the deck. Always outplay your opponent in the extension game. Now that he did that, I don't have to worry about another Ash for the rest of the turn. 1 Ash per turn. That's fine. That is completely fine. It's this, and then that, and then we go into that. Alright. This might hurt a little. Oh. I don't need it. Nope, not yet. Not yet. We're fetching. Oh, we go with him. Then we're gonna go nest. Okay, I just want to make sure of that, and then we can add what we were originally going to add off the Forstrix effect. There we go. Lovely. Now we're gonna further extend by activating his effect. Then we're going to do a little bit of this. Oh, I don't think I have 22 more special summons. I was gonna say I want to see if I could actually deck him out. Okay, now let's add again. What do you say, Andrew? We can send that to the grave. And then we can add our extender. Like I told you, beat him out in the extension game. We'll see how far we can get. Right now he has a 3500 beat on board, and we need to get over that. It's not impossible, it's very much possible. We need to go into... Hold on, what's his effect again? We just double check that. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. Dang, nasty. Okay, I know what we're gonna do though. We're gonna go into something else just a little bit nastier. All nastiness, that's what we're dealing with this lap. Pure nastiness. Solve the prestige. What is that? Oh, him. Yeah, just him in there. Alright, we can do this. We can send that. And drop this. Okay, nothing left to add off that effect. Okay, now time to do some simplistic ranking up. 3. You ain't serving no purpose, and you can go bye-bye. Now that is interesting. I wonder if we could kill him this turn. That is really interesting. Because I actually really wanted to go and revive. I could always do it the following turn. Okay, that's what we're gonna aim for. Let's get another special summon. No, for this game, no, I don't. At the moment, I don't have a battling boxer deck set up. I haven't played those in a while. We're gonna go here so we can get another body on board. Okay, now this is where it gets extra crazy. We can do that, make him. Okay, so we're gonna go special summon. Then we're gonna go special summon again. Then we're gonna go special summon again. Like I told you, beat your opponent out in the extension game, always. We're gonna... Let's get another him. Then we're gonna go into the first of many tragedies. We're gonna go into this guy. We're gonna utilize these two. My opponent is just drawing up a storm. We're gonna pop this. Then we're gonna summon back that. Then we're gonna drop this just to be on the safe side. There we go, lovely. That looks lovely. I kid you not, that's lovely. Now then, for extra hot sauce, it will end when his life ends. That's when this ends. Well, whenever their life ends, yeah. Let's go this. Oh, we're not done yet. Not by far. I haven't even normal summoned yet. And you can't forget about the spider. Oh, he saw it coming. I would have used the spider. Oh, well, that's a lot of cards. I would have used the spider so I could have banished the Eldritch and aim for the OTK. But I didn't even get to recover the Arsenal Falcon, so I could set up for the Caluga the following turn, so he could make all those cards he have in his hand dead. Like I told you, always beat your opponent out in the extension game. I can't repeat that enough. That's what you do. They're going to disrupt you. Have your extenders. But they playing Eldritch, right? They're playing Eldritch, and you want to get mad at me because I can extend that far? Like, you have one of the most annoying decks in the game. Like Eldritch, Tritrons, what else? Sky Strikers. Like they threw the most annoying decks in the game. Like, if you beat one of those three, you deserve that win. You honestly do. What's this going on here? You want to search for cards. Why this feels like something familiar? No. I ain't sure if you spelled coincidence right either, but we're just gonna go with that because we understand what you're trying to say, Shami. Oh yeah, that is a tier 1 deck. Yep, that is a tier 1 deck. All that says is that low-key, you are a genius. And your opponent was probably thinking, this deck again. Time now, all you saying is, I just slapped this together. Oh wow, pure unadulterated nastiness. I wonder which one of my opponent's cards they value the most. That equates to about the same thing. Alright. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, you set one and pass. Lovely. What's he doing now? Oh. Just wanted to ensure no disruption. Alright. Oh, okay. We can actually try that tomorrow. We can actually try that tomorrow. I may start a stream around 12 p.m. EST, somewhere around that. Oh wow, what's this we have to contend with? When your opponent activates a card or effect, negate the activation, destroy that card, also return this special summon a host dragon made from the extra deck. Oh. Alright. Yeah, Chamber does. Oh wow. That is a real shame. That is a real shame. Boy. Alright, this is what we'd have to go for then. Oh boy, I can't even extend past that point. Dang. Alright, that's Duel. Oh man. I tried. That's the only thing I don't like about Pain Lanius. It could only be used for a Wing B68 summon. Because if I could have made Dark Rebellion just now, when I triggered Dark Rebellion's effect, he would activate in response, and then I could have immediately ranked up. And the duel was going to go downhill from there for him, but you win some, you lose some. Yeah, you know, shame in losing if someone picks up a better hand. The key objective is at all times to try to play your hand as best as you possibly could with zero mistakes. That's all you could do. As long as you're doing that, you're playing the best possible Yu-Gi-Oh! You could based off of the cards that you do have. Everyone makes mistakes sometimes, Shimmy. Everyone. No matter how good you are at the game, at some point, it may not be often, but you may make a mistake and not realize it until like later on. Like I went and I rewatched that duel against the guy who's playing the Sacred Beast, and I realized I actually could have won that duel, and I was like, wow. Oh wow. Oh boy. I guess you didn't want to be macabre in that situation. I forgot who was it who was supposed to send me their player ID number so I could see one of their replay duels. No, Shimmy, it wasn't you. It was someone else. It was someone else. Trust me, I don't remember if it was you. Where you at, Morgan? You still in the stream? Thanks, Shimmy. Dang, how in the world you get 21 ultra rares? You need to send me a formula for that. To collect 21 ultra rares, because that's a lot. That should be dual. Dang. And these decks are actually in gold until they get up in the platinum tier. Wow. 21 ultra rares, 26 secret rares. That's more than a whole deck. Oh wow, that's crazy. That's done 47 cards right there. You should be able to do anything inside that deck. Wow, what a hand, what a hand, what a hand. Okay, because we're gonna want that there. When in doubt, just become a thief in the night. Only 2 rares? Wow. I tell you, you should be able to do anything inside that deck. Time to get out of here. Sound like you need to take that deck to the gym. Wow. Alright. Wow. For as expensive as that deck is, it had better be. That makes it even stronger. Need all of that. Let's start off with this. What's spicy? Oh wow. Wow. You taking your taste buds on a real journey. Oh boy. No, no. I still missing crossout designator because I want to play 2 Called by the Graves and 2 crossouts so that I can have out to Nibiru when I'm comboing off, and then it would be to my I still need the imperm. But the evenly match is working out really good, so it's just gonna be between those two. But for sure, 2 crossout designators. That way I can have more outs to Ash, Maxi, and also it'll be an out to Nibiru. But it's almost there, almost. Oh wow, that sucks. I just was gonna make the Dark Rebellion and set up, put a double neg. I try to figure out when they allow the connection to break, if they still take a loss or if it doesn't affect their win streak. That's what I want to know. Yeah, see, because I know that you're gonna see a lot of outlage, Tri Brigade, Lyric, Sky Strikers. That is amazing against those three decks, especially heavy trap based decks. Like, you just go battle phase evenly, they have one trap, and then it's no longer about math. It's just you're gonna get outplayed at that. Well, they're gonna get outplayed at that point. If they cause the connection to break, do they take a loss, or does it not affect their win streak? That's what I wanted to know. Alright, I just making sure, because I wasn't sure how it worked, if the connection broke, if they took a loss or not. Because I hadn't had that happen to me to know undisputedly if that would be the case. The real question now is which one of his cards he values the most. That's the real question. Oh, okay, so you know from experience. All right. Like I say, I don't like to try to quote things off of an assumption. I want to be definite when I'm sure about what I'm saying. Wow. It's the $1 million question, guys. Which one? Wait, let's see what he brings to the field first, then I'll ask the question. Alright, he brings Blue Eyes. So now the real question is, which one of the cards in play do you think he values the most? Before we get to that, you guys place your bets on which card you think he's gonna keep. We are going to go with face down number 1 to the left as A, face down number 2 as B. But I'm gonna put my money that he keeps the alternative Blue Eyes. I would say the alternative Blue Eyes he's gonna keep. Now let's see. Place your bets, guys. Which do you think he's gonna keep? Face down A, face down B, the Blue Eyes White Dragon, the alternative, or the Link Karibo. My money is on the alternative. Give you guys another 10 seconds, and then we're gonna find out exactly which one he is going to keep. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and boy, his time is up. Nope, not yet, not yet. The moment of truth. Let's see who was correct. Oh wow, he had a solemn. Oh wow. Wasn't expecting that. Okay. Wow. That's nasty. Pop 6. Alright, let's see. Yeah, wow was my expression is correct. You don't usually see Solomon Blue Eyes. You usually don't. That was really an off-guard card. I like that one, Watcher. Oh man. Yeah, bad man, we all were. Yep, and there's another Solemn. This guy's going off like the 4th of July. It just depends on the deck and the build, and that would determine whether you'd be using a card like that. Like I say, you usually don't see it in Blue Eyes. You usually would see the trap, what's the trap called that it protects Blue Eyes. It makes them cannot be destroyed by battle, and any monster that battles with them, it destroys them or sends them to the graveyard, whatever that trap is. Usually that's the trap you're seeing being played with Blue Eyes, either that or Impermanence. I remember that when he's facing Jaden and he gone Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, then Defusion, which was a run out. He didn't make enough summons in that turn for Nibiru to be relevant. That's why I say in some situations it'll be Nibiru over Sphere Mode and then Sphere Mode over Nibiru. Like Sphere Mode would have been irrelevant because it would have been his turn. Nibiru would have been more relevant, like I said, when they're comboing off, so that you do have a form of disruption. Alright, let's see what we're starting off with. A little bit of this. No, I didn't remember it at the time. Special summon this. We're not playing that game today. My bad use kill me. Say mini raptor. Where we go? Yeah. That. Let's fetch the chicken nest. You're gonna go nest. Special summon. I mean, this is full combo, so it's just irrelevant from here. I still need to craft like 15 more ultra rares so I can play my synchro deck again. Arg. You haven't seen the Gore-Tex waist out there? Watcher, you can go on the channel. I do have the duels and the deck profile up. No. Yusei Fudo took multiple turns to summon out Dakuesa. That's no. No. If anything, I am what Yusei Fudo should have been in the anime. I promise you, your comment to that video is gonna be outrageous. I promise you that. Boy. Alright, start with some of this. Then this. Okay. Okay, that looks like full combo. No, I can do the triple ultimate falcon. I actually have a couple of ultra rares I could scrap to generate the third ultimate falcon, and I'll do that video for you so you guys can see what summoning 3 ultimate falcons. Plus, because of the ridiculousness of being able to have access to the rank up magic launch, you can trifecta ultimate falcon your opponent and hit them with the Calyuga during their turn. And I think you may also be able to use the barrier statue would lock with Calyuga. But yeah, you would be able to summon a trifecta of ultimate falcons plus have the setup for Calyuga during your opponent's turn. So that you guys will see. I promise you would not be disappointed. Promise you that. Link. Just now I was trying to even squeeze in the barrier to keep your opponent from being able to special summon, but if you do that, you wouldn't be able to hit Calyuga. So it'll be like whether you want to choose to go triple ultimate falcon Calyuga or triple ultimate falcon and drop the barrier so that they can't kaiju you or lava golem you. So that'll be up to you which one you'd prefer. Oh, that's in the graveyard already. Oh, and we haven't summoned that, so we can do this. But yeah, that's just a little bit of what I have in store for you guys. Just a little. Let's do this. We can get access to that. Okay, okay, let's go this. You asking me what is the most expensive deck I have? that. Rank up. You, and or you. Bye-bye. That's interesting. If I did that, no, I wouldn't get that. Alright. This first. And this. That. If I do that, that's a regurgitation of madness right there. Alright, let's stick to what works. I'm gonna do this. No, British, behave yourself. No, wrong card. That's it for me. Oh wow, kaijus? Oh, cyber dragons. I don't know how to feel about that. Wow. What are we looking at? Let's do this. We're gonna play this. Let's get rid of this. Oh, okay, that makes sense now. Let's do this. He didn't even give me a chance to see it summon, regurgitate the Arsenal Falcon from the graveyard and attempt the OTK. And he may have had another copy of that same, what's that, Cyber Dragon that I banished. So his second turn, he couldn't even try to say attempt to do anything. Two more. Wow, I shouldn't have even done that. Alright. That's my one misplay for the stream. No, Drytrons are not complicated. It's only the 2 level 1s that you go back and forth between and the Ben 10. Once you get the either level 1 and Ben 10, you basically have full combo. Because one level 1 gets the next one, Ben 10 gets you something, and it just gets ridiculous from there. And they aren't normal summons, they special summons. Then you just overlay into the rank 1, and then you use that for your ritual material, and you... Trust me, it's very simple. Either one of the level 1s and a Ben 10, and that's basically full combo. Oh, wow. And look at what time I want to misplay. Yeah, they do seem to have some real synergy, because you can use the Herald cards with Drytron, because that's what they do. They actually play in the same deck, a decent amount of their cards. The Herald of Arclight and the Herald that negates monster effects. I never read the card effect, to even know that it ritual summons any ritual. All I know is it does something fancy and a ritual monster comes to the field. That's all I need to know. The basis that the effect is a special summon. That's why I said Yu-Gi-Oh is simple. It's either your opponent's gonna normal summon you to death or special summon you. So if your opponent heavily special summons, you play against the special summon. And depending on the method, because when I did break it down in one of my videos a couple years ago on how different methods work, such as fusion and ritual, would differ from doing a synchro or exceed summon. Like, you have to negate the spell card effect if you want to negate the summon of the monster that they're actually bringing out. Versus like if it's just like synchro or exceed, you can just summon the monster on the summon. Like, no, it doesn't work like that with like the fusion and ritual players. Oh wow, and this guy has brought the heat. Yeah, it really is. The only thing you can like aim for is to keep them from getting both level 1s on the field to overlay, because if they make the rank 1, then that's where it becomes really troublesome, because now they would have what they need to ritual summon out ultimateness, and that's what you don't want. But I've gotten around them just with a single ash. It's just ashing at the right time. And depending on what they have, because if they do have the Herald of, or I think it's Orange Light that negates the monster effects, then, you know, it's like GG. Yeah, any of the level 1 in Ben 10 is like full combo. As long as they can keep regurgitating the Ben 10, that's usually what happens. Okay, what's this guy effect before I decide to determine if I can even OTK him this turn or not? If it's got a special summon, da 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 da. If it's got a sent to the graveyard, da 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 da. Alright, that's it. Special summon on if it's sent to the grave. So I guess we should do some of this. That's what I'm saying, depending on like what hand they have. But the Eva is only really relevant. It's only really relevant once it's sent to the graveyard. Once it's in hand and it isn't sent to the graveyard, it isn't really that big of a deal. You just gotta make sure ultimateness or perfection isn't on board to be able to send it to the graveyard. What route should we take? Gonna go this route here. Down here. Alright, yes, that's sent to the graveyard. Effect if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add one beast type warrior from your deck to your hand who's level. Okay. They have a new monster. Oh wow, I probably have to check that out. Alright, that looks halfway decent. So that would be that. Okay. Battle. I mean, if you can play Dark Lords, then you wouldn't mind being just locked into them, especially if your main combo plays are like with them. Alright, we're gonna do this. Oh, okay, I understand. It'll just come down to, like I always say, ratios. Wow. What? They have a fusion too? Oh, wow. Ew, if I had done that, wow. Oh, so he would have been all of that. So, wow, I should have done that instead. But no, I actually wanted those. I actually wanted those two negates. Main phase 2. Here that's lighting up like so. Oh, okay. Lovely effect. Yeah, that name is really lazy. They didn't put no thought into that. None. Oh, wow. All right. Yeah, this could work. Oh wow, that's what time it is? Alright guys, this is gonna be my last duel. Boy, you ain't lie. Yes, any deck surely can. Oh, okay, wow. Well, if you intentionally made it to brick, then it's gonna brick. But regardless of the fact that it's gonna brick, it still has the potential to brick. Oh, okay, because they played that rank up. Alright. Do this. Do that. Alright, let us add him. Oh crap. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I don't say I would have forgotten his effect was still alive, but it's actually negated. Let's see now. What do we have here? Just target one monster your opponent controls and banish it. That's a lovely effect. Gotta love that spider. Got to love that spider. Alright guys, it's been past my bedtime. So I'll see you guys in a few. Later.